everyone. I hope you guys are doing well, and I am Harshmeen back again with a uh, new guest, and her name is Medhika Priya. She is one of the topmost models in New Zealand, and I am really blessed and really excited to interview her because she is from my own country, and I'm so proud about her, and I'm also a fan of her. So it's just like I have mixed expressions of interviewing her, but really excited, and I hope you will like the interview. And we will be chatting about how she come here and how she is here doing what and all of those stuff. So please subscribe to my channel and listen to the podcast. Hi Priya, how hi Medika, how are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. How long have you been living in New Zealand for?
I came to New Zealand in 2017 in March,
Hmm.
so it's been roughly around 4 years. Not too long.
Wow. And how did you end up becoming into coming into modeling and like what's your background exactly?
So I was a dental student in India. I was studying my dentistry, and I had just completed my dentistry back home. And I had nothing to do with modeling, honestly. No family member, no relative. And my mom was a big fan of all the Miss Indias like Sushmita Sen and Ishwarya Rai. And she always used to picture me when she used to see them. And she is the biggest motivation in my life, I would say. And I think whatever I am today is because of my mother. And
Mm-hmm.
she was continuously after my life, oh, why don't you just go for the audition for Miss India and try for it? I said, oh mom, look at me, I don't even walk properly, I'm such a tomboy. And I'm not kidding, my walk was like literally tomboy. People used to say you can't do it, because walking in heels was something I had never done before. And she was like, no, you have to do it. So I said, okay, for your sake, I'm gonna go and audition for it. And I go for audition, and you won't believe, there were like hundreds of beautiful gorgeous girls around me who knew what they are doing, unlike me, who was lost. And I was looking at them, I was like, there's so many beautiful girls in the world, and look at them, they're all here. And as the audition progressed, yeah, I was learning things there, and I was seeing things, and I think the only thing I had was confidence, because I had nothing to lose. It was my trial, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to give my best shot. And I think that's something that the judges really liked. And it was a very frank interview with them. And yeah, that was a day like where I felt like that was the right decision to do. And I thank my mom to
Mm-hmm.
give me that push to do it. So
So
that's where my modeling career started. So I happened to be in top 20 Miss India finalist in
mm-hmm,
2015. I won Miss Talented. I
mm-hmm,
didn't win the crown though, but that whole journey where we were taught, we were taken care of for 30 days, and got so much of learning from the best of the people in the industry was amazing. And after that, after finishing the pageant, I started getting a lot of modeling work.
mm-hmm.
So I stayed in Mumbai for a while, and then I was living in Delhi and did lots of fashion shows and uh, jewelry shows and bridal shows and everything, TV ads. And then I just felt like too monotonous about it. And I thought that it's time for me to look a little bit into books. And so that's where I decided I want to do masters. And while thinking about like where do I do my masters from?
Mm-hmm.
So there was this agent who used to support people for going to New Zealand. So I went there and I talked to him, and I he just expressed his thoughts around New Zealand. It's so beautiful and very friendly people and kind people and all of that. So I did came here to study.
Mm-hmm.
And then my attraction towards modeling had not still finished. And then that's how I joined the modeling agency here, uh, where I started getting a lot of work. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a problem. And working here as a model was way too different than working in India.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt so comfortable in my own skin. I have never felt that comfortable in India.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, there were like difficulties for me with my skin color to proceed in that industry in India because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of brands wouldn't take dark skinned girls.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here, I didn't have to face any problem because if somebody wants a brown skinned girl, that's the thing I would get straight away because I don't have much competition. I am the competition for myself. So um, I just felt so comfortable and easy doing modeling here with beautiful way of working, professionalism, kindness, taking care of models at work, and like being on time. Everything was absolutely perfect, the way you want, the ideal way of working, the way I want. And that's how my modeling career started here. And I'm very blessed to be getting continuous work and work with so many different brands. Yeah.
So how do you manage your physique? Like having a model physique is not an easy task. So do you really compromise on food or something or exercise or what?
I'll tell you, it's very easy. It was very hard initially when I came to New Zealand. So I didn't know anything how to cook. I knew two things to cook: omelette and sandwich. But you can't survive on that, right?
No.
Because when I was in I my family never allowed me to cook. They were like, you go and study, we're gonna take care of your food. And when I was in hostel, I used to eat food in the
Mess.
common kitchen mess.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I never entered a kitchen properly. I'm not gonna be lying around this. So when I came here, I went to an Indian grocery shop in Sandringham, and I bought lots of lentils and everything. And then when I came home and I was like, I'm gonna cook, but I had no clue how to cook. I didn't had a pressure cooker, like zero clue. And that's I felt depressed. I was like, so am I not getting Indian food? So I had not realized this before I arrived here that food will be a struggle. I was so excited to come to New Zealand. I never thought in those aspects that food is one thing I should be learning something now before going. And oh my God, that was a shock. And then that's where I decided, I was like, now that I'm in New Zealand, forget Indian food. I will eat Kiwi food. That's easy for me to cook. The Kiwi cooking is quite easy and handy,
Very easy.
very easy. And I was like, it's oil free. It's easy to do. So why not? When I go to India, I can have all the taste of Indian food there. So yes, I do follow a sort of program for myself, for my body, but I don't do buy books. I do have cheat days. I do food, a lot of cheat day food. You would see in my stories here and there, having burgers and everything, because you need those carbs, you need that sort of food. If I'm with friends, I'm not gonna care whether I am on a diet or not. I'm gonna enjoy because I give a lot of preference to my friends and to family and to relationships. For me, everything is not work.
Mm-hmm.
Work is equally important and parallel to all the other relations in my life. And so, yeah, I would say I do take care of my food. I'm not gonna say I eat whatever and whenever I want. I do measure, I've got a scale, I measure my food, but it's not that crazy. It might sound crazy. It's also a fact, not because of modeling. I want to keep myself healthy in
Mm-hmm.
terms of not eating anything and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So this helps me to eat clean majority of the meals. And sometimes I can take pleasure to eat whatever, I want to have and cheat on. So
Yeah.
it's not that all the time, like right now in lockdown, I am just not really motivated well enough to do it because my gym sessions are missing. I'm not able to cope up with my cooking. I'm with my husband all the time. He doesn't want to do diet with me. So, you end up eating food. So, yeah, but when once these things are okay, hopefully soon. So, yeah, I can get back to my food regime.
So did you learn Indian cooking now or no, not yet?
I would say not really. Whenever I
Okay.
cook something Indian, it just becomes something else. And it's so hard. Indian cooking is, I think, one of the hardest food to cook. No?
No. I can cook very easily. I have been cooking from last 10, 11 years, no, 12, 13 years now.
I mean, it's just that once you start and you know what you're doing, I'm lost. I've seen videos. Trust me, I've taken so much of help from YouTube, from
Done.
Instagram videos,
I'll teach you.
but
I'll teach you.
it would be great. At least some things, a
I'll
few
teach
things.
you. Just one way of doing all the cooking. Easy.
Everybody tells me that. I have asked so many people at my work and here and there that, guys, how do you do it? They will tell me everything, and pretty much it's quite same.
We
But
will cook together.
okay, sure,
That
sure,
will be easier.
yeah,
Yeah, because the thing is, when you start cooking, you need to learn it properly
yeah.
if you're cooking it first time. So I will teach you while we are cooking together.
Okay, lovely. That would
Easy.
be
Yeah. So this is about food and stuff. How's the working environment in New Zealand?
so I would rate working environment here as A plus for me,
Mm-hmm,
because it's very professional and point to point. There are no expectations from you to do overtime. And
mm-hmm,
if you do overtime, you're appreciated for that and you're taken care of by payments for that.
mm,
Because if I compare my modeling life in India and here, I would say that there were times when I was shooting from morning 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. And if one or two garments were still left, I would be expected to complete those garments without considering that my time is finished. The time I was booked for, it's already gone and it's already past that time. So there would be approaches like, please, can you do just two more? But they would not say that, yeah, we are happy to pay you. Would you like to do it?
mm,
They would just expect you to do it for free. So that sort
mm-hmm.
of expectation is not here. So I would say that the professionalism while working as a model is really well. We've got ramp shows in India and ramp shows here. We are not called uh, 12 hours before the show. We are called like Fashion Week. If there is a show at 2 o'clock, we would be called at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. for makeup and
Mm,
hair, just to, ease out. In India, if I have a show at 7 p.m., we would be called 9 a.m., 10 a.m. And majority of the models, by the time they are ready for the show, they are so fatigued and tired because the show is after 10 hours and they are so tired by that time and drained. So there is no value of time. What I'm trying to tell you is, like, they think that they take you as granted, absolutely as
mm.
granted, that, oh, we've paid you for this day, so it means you are there as a slave for full
Yeah,
day. Not criticizing the culture in India, but that's how it is for maybe other fields too. But
yeah, same.
yeah, but because I work in healthcare here and I do modeling as well, and it's same for both the field for me. Like, time is value. You value time here.
Mm.
It's not
So
that you do whatever whenever you want.
so while doing modeling, you're also doing your degree.
I've finished my studies, and so I studied public health, and now I'm working with brain injury and mental health.
See, oh my God, that's so amazing. I didn't
I
know
thought
that.
I thought you know that.
No, I didn't know that. I thought you're just only doing modeling. That's some interesting. How
Yeah,
you managing both things together?
that's an art that I can't share. That's a secret.
And
No,
now
I'm
you.
joking. I'm joking. No, so it gets managed well. So I work on weekends for my healthcare job,
Mhm.
and during the weekdays, as the work comes up, I just see which values more to me that time. I just take the work in
Yeah,
that manner.
that's good. At least you're also doing your degree and you're also following your passion now.
Yes, that gives me a lot of satisfaction and completeness that, I'm using my education in the right manner. I'm following my hobby as well and passion. So nothing is left out. Yeah.
Hmm, good. So how do you manage your work schedules now? Now you do two things. How do you manage that? So somebody books in for your appointments regarding your modeling, or how does
Yeah.
that happen?
So I'm represented by an agency in New Zealand, 62
Mm-hmm.
Model, and they are very lovely people. They take care of my work, everything. So they just pretty much ask me, like, this shoot suits you or not, and if that suits me, I would take that work.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I go to my regular healthcare job. and I'm not able to do modeling assignments during these lockdowns.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally
it
understandable.
had like lockdowns has for sure affected my modeling career quite a bit because
Hmm.
we had Fashion Week this month, August last week, New
Yeah.
Zealand Fashion Week, which didn't happen last year, so it was happening this year, and see, it's cancelled again. I don't know whether it's cancelled or postponed, but it's not happening right now.
Hmm.
But thankfully, I have still my other job, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going for my work. So otherwise, lockdown hasn't affected me because I am still just doing my usual things, going to work.
Yeah, and you're an essential worker as well.
Yes, on top of
Oh,
ministry.
oh my God. So doing that and stuff. So what happened after getting married? Is things changed for you? How's things like in that sense?
Yeah, things of course do get changed. I was living all by myself. I was flatting with people, and of course it's very different now. I'm living with my partner, and they have changed for a positive reason,
Mm-hmm.
I would say. And having a companion with you, who's on the same page, is always a pleasure, and it's always something you want from life. And that's the reason I didn't take very long to decide to get married, because yeah, I found things are okay and we can do it, and that's why, yeah.
Oh, nice. So how long did you knew your partner before you got married?
I would say not too long. I met him like 1.5, 2 years ago.
Oh.
I didn't meet him for marriage. So one of my friend in India, and yeah, so she was friends with him, and she said, yeah,
Oh.
why don't you catch up with him? So that's how I met him here. So yeah, my mom was pressurizing me, Indian parents.
Yeah, I
She
know.
wanted me to get married, and she was like, no, you have to do it now. And I was like, it's hard for me to find Indian people here. And that was my thing. I wanted to get married to an Indian. And I was trying to look for people. She was supporting me from there, looking for people here, but it was not following in the right plan. And that's when I was like, yeah, I know, Varun, he's a nice guy. I'm meeting him from so long. We are very good friends. How about him? Because he proposed this idea to me that I really like you, and why don't you ask your mother about my mother, and the families can meet. So that's how our families met, because I wanted things to be fine between our families first before we
Mm.
guys decide that we want to get married. And once we had a green light from them, I would say we both are very blessed to have parents like this who allowed us to get married here without even their presence in New
Mm.
Zealand. Considering the circumstances, 100% we would have got married in India, but we could see that this is not opening anytime soon. And we want to do this. So we got the blessings from our parents, and they were happy for us to just do a small ceremony here, and then we can have a proper wedding in India when we go. I don't know when.
Nice. That's good to know. Like the how you had a fairy tale wedding.
Yeah, it was
And
quite cute.
yeah, and I really feel bad because I missed it on recording it on for my show as well.
Yeah, you talked about it, and it was on such a short notice. Trust me, the whole
Oh,
thing happened on a very short notice. Like, and I am not a person who takes long time to make decisions.
me
When he
either.
Yeah, and I think that that's quite good. You keep thinking about it and it just doesn't end up well. Just if you feel right, your gut feeling, you feel in your gut that this is right and you just want to do it. So when he
Hmm.
proposed me on 7th February, see, I got married on 29 March, so I really didn't take much time. I was like, yeah, we are doing this.
Let's finish this off now.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
that's good. So, what are your plans now? Like pursuing this further, your into your career towards modeling. Do you want to do some shows or what? What is?
Yeah, so in future when things are more settled with COVID, I had like, me and my agency were talking about it. I want to do more work internationally.
Mm-hmm,
So I would like to travel to maybe Australia or to London and take
mm-hmm,
it over to international level for a while.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my
Oh,
plan. But
That's interesting. That
yeah,
would be so much fun, eh?
it would be really good. Yeah. And I want to
Yeah.
see other country cultures in the similar field too. I want to see
Mm,
how do they function, and to in order to gain more work and better brands, you need
mm.
to be inside New Zealand, because
Yeah.
New Zealand has very small market. You can't really build a career in modeling as a model in New Zealand, because it's quite a tiny industry.
Mm.
And I want to just explore my work in other countries and see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. And these all things are going really well for you. And do you want to go into doing hosting TV shows as well?
Uh, didn't think about that. Very good question. But saying that, I would love to try that. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, because you got good whole your communication skills are good and you have good photogenic face, so why not?
Yeah, why not? As I said, I like to try things. If it
Mm,
is not gonna work, it's not gonna work. It's not end of my life. But you have to give it a try. It's not gonna come to you. You need to go to opportunities and give it a try.
yeah, that's true. And what I have a cute I was really curious. Sometimes you guys go into bushes and all to do the shoots, right?
Yes.
How do you change? How do you change? Change the clothes? How?
You just have to change. I have changed my clothes in so many places. I mean, oh my God, what a good question you asked me. So sometimes the show director is, holding a blanket or a cloth, and I'm just looking left, right. She's like, "Yeah, I can't hear anything. Keep going, keep changing." It is literally on edge.
Oh, it is a little bit of
I have changed in bushes. I've changed in car. The designer is standing outside the car holding something. I've seen at so many locations. Oh my God.
uh,
Yeah.
that's good. But yeah, good to know about your story, and it is a lot of information that you have provided me in terms of working with the people in India. And I have seen, like, people really give a lot of advantage if you are, fair skin.
Yeah. 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 I have been rejected on so many advertisements, so many modeling calls. Like when I go and meet them, and oh, you are dark. We thought you were fair. And I was like, what on this earth said that I was fair? My profile says I'm dusky complexion. My pictures are not fair because I do not like to fair my pictures,
Oh
or
yeah,
yeah,
Photoshop.
I'm happy the way I look.
Yeah,
And coming to New Zealand just made me realize that this is absolutely fine to be what color you have. You don't need to
yeah,
change it. All my life, since my childhood, I was told that this complexion is a problem. People don't like to marry girls who are dusky. And thank goodness I made a decision to come to New Zealand, because that's where I realized that dusky is gorgeous and beautiful.
yeah,
And I mean, I am proud of my skin color, and I know how a lot of dark skin color people feel.
yeah.
I know that suffering because I've been there, I've gone through that, and it took me a lot of time and lot many years to move on to from that topic, like to leave that topic and to be confident in who I am.
Mm,
uh, it's very easy to say feel confident. Till the time you don't get recognition, you don't feel confident. You just don't feel it till the time on some stage you prove yourself. And I think going to Miss India was more like proving myself that I'm beautiful,
mm.
because that's something I was all my life suffering to. I had names in my school. I used to get called by Kali, Kalu, different sort of names. And that gives you, that demotivates you in life. And that's where my family always used to stand for me. And they said, don't worry about it. You are beautiful. Your color is, samla color is nice.
Yeah,
And they used just to make me feel motivated, they used to be like, Rani Lakshmi Bai was dark, Krishan ji is dark. So, but it works to certain level, but you
yeah.
always have that fire to prove that, this is beautiful. Stop pushing me down. And I think Miss India was an answer to all
Mm,
those. problems. So I didn't give care. Once I was on that platform, I was like, I've registered my name in most beautiful girls in India. I don't give a shit whether
Yeah,
you guys think white is pretty, fair is pretty. You don't want somebody as a daughter-in-law. It's your mental health issues, not mine. So I feel really blessed that I came to New Zealand, and here I have never felt that way. I have always heard when I'm on that chair with the makeup artist is doing makeup that, oh my God, look at your skin. It's so beautiful. I don't need to do makeup. This is something I hear. They don't want to do makeup on my skin because they say it's already beautiful. I just need to do some little bit of highlights here and there. Your skin is all good to go.
yeah, because people love brown skin.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel more valued.
Yeah, so good to hear about these things. That's why, I always have people say I have never been back to India, and people ask me why, and I'm like, I don't like India. Not because I'm against Indian people or something like that. It's just that I didn't like going back there. I've never been back, and I don't want to go back because I don't like the way people treat each other.
Yeah, I can
They don't.
understand.
We don't respect each other. We always judge each other.
Yep.
Why?
Yeah. And in that whole jazz of comparison and, these things, you miss on happiness, celebrating small moments.
Yep.
It all goes in jealousy and wastage of time.
Yeah. So, but being in New Zealand, I don't care about anything. And I'm just like, oh, things are going so well. I'm doing things my way. I'm doing this. I'm doing business. Being a woman also not regarded, you know, blessing in India. It's always regarded like, oh my God, who are them? Because my
Yes.
dad has 4 daughters. So we have been through those things as well. But
Sure.
living here, mm, nobody cares
Yeah. I mean,
whether you're,
you can find your mark anywhere. I mean, you just need to be talented in your own way. There is no comparison that what you are good at, I have to be good at that. You might be good at something else, I might be good at something else.
mm,
And I need to just work on my skills and not worry about yours. You're good at
yes,
something. Congratulations, good on you. But
yes,
I don't have to waste my energy in thinking why you are doing well. I just have to work on myself that I'm doing this good and I should keep doing it good.
true. But it's really nice talking to you, and it feels like how much work you put into this, being a model and being a healthcare assistant as well. Oh, sorry, working in the healthcare industry. It's not easy thing. The things that you're doing. So
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you for that.
Thank you so much. Thank
And
you.
honestly, you're really, 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 really pretty. I'm fan of you.
Thank you very much. You made my day.
Thank you for that. And I would like to say thank you again for coming on the show and coming on this podcast as well and sharing your story. It means a
No,
lot.
it's a pleasure for me, and it was, I think, something that we had to do from long time. And
Yes.
I'm glad we found out time today and did it.
Yeah. And I'm talking to you for the first time face to face.
And it doesn't feel like I'm talking to you for the first time. I feel very comfortable talking to you.
Me too. Thank you so much for your
Thank you
time.
very much.
See
You're most.
you. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
And thank you again for working as an essential worker during this time.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks for the recognition.
Yes, we love you all, and thank you so much for working for us.
Thank you. You're
Yeah,
most welcome.
yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.
Have a good day.
You too.